Hello, welcome back guys. I am Dr. Cool AutoFix. If you come in here for the first time, subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification. What is compressor overheating? Compressor actually overheat because the compressor is technically speaking an engine. And it has some of its systems when it is in very good condition, it can actually work well without overheating. Most of you notice your clutch getting burned without understanding that there's a bigger picture to it. When you step into your vehicle and start up your car and turn on your AC system, most often times when it works fine and blow cold doesn't mean that the compressor is not overheating. And even worse, if it doesn't blow cold and it blows warm air or it doesn't blow cold enough, is actually another sign that the compressor is actually overheating. And what makes this very tricky to actually diagnose is that sometimes, except you are perceiving some sort of symptoms like a rattling noise from the compressor, which is a sign of a compressor that lacks lubrication to lubricate its moving part correctly or efficiently for its smooth operation, you will not notice that your compressor is actually overheating. And therefore, on the second phase, since it doesn't have a temperature gauge just like your engine have, it will often not get the attention it deserves when this very problem actually surfaced. And therefore, you will use your car AC system without knowing that the compressor is actually overheating and about to fail. And most of you will often notice that when it's already late, either the compressor clutch has fried or the AC internal structural failure has deformed due to compressor overheating. So I'm going to be quick with teaching you what most causes of compressor overheating is so you can be able to understand it and know how to avoid it. This video will also guide you, suppose you actually started perceiving some of the symptoms, some of the causes which I'm going to be listing here, so you can be able to save your compressor from catastrophic failure due to compressor overheating, as 80% of compressor failure is actually due to compressor overheating, due to lack of oil and some other problems, factors which I'm going to be naming in this very video here. So sometimes a quick injection of oil into the system can actually save your compressor from failing. The essence of this very video here is to teach you what you need to know about most causes of compressor overheating, because you could stand a chance of saving your compressor from damage. And even more, when the compressor overheated and failed, it left the system contaminated, which is gonna be a lot more expensive to cleanse before getting another compressor in and set it up again. So without wasting more of your time, let's get started. The first cause of compressor overheating is a poor quality oil which is used inside the system. As the R12 system was phased out with mineral oil and ushered in R134A with PAG polyalkylene glycol oil, which is the very suitable oil for the system. Now, should you use any different oil without PAG oil inside, it can either provide a less lubrication for the moving parts of your AC compressor moving part, and this will often result into compressor overheating. The second cause of compressor overheating is low refrigerant level inside your AC system. A low refrigerant level inside your AC system is not just only going to reduce the performance of your car AC system, it also starves the compressor of the cold refrigerant that's supposed to return back through the gas line to cool the AC compressor. And this will often increase the sensible heat within the compressor, which, if continued and unaddressed, can actually make the compressor to wear out prematurely and fail. So it is imperative to stop using your AC system in as much as you notice that there is a leak inside the system to save the life of the compressor. The fourth cause of AC compressor overheating is a clog or bad condenser. The condenser typically in your car AC system is, technically speaking, does what radiator does to your engine to your compressor. So the condenser is to compressor what radiator is to your engine. So think of it like, if the engine doesn't have radiator, what is going to happen? The first thing that's going to happen is overheating and blow up the top cylinder head. So definitely that is exactly what you're going to be having when you have a bad or clogged condenser, which will not improve the condensation, thereby returning a hot liquid refrigerant back into the evaporator, causing system underperformance and compressor overheating. The fifth cause of compressor overheating is a wrong compressor clutch gapping. The wrong compressor clutch gapping is very common, especially when you have a car AC system that has run for a lot of time and there is a service technician who work on it without understanding how to correctly gap the compressor clutch. If it is too much, it will strain the compressor coil, and if it is too close, it will cause overheating that's actually gonna damage the AC compressor clutch. So most of you who have this issue will likely replace the compressor clutch without putting into consideration the right gapping for the compressor clutch. The sixth cause of compressor overheating is a wrong refrigerant inside the system. Let's say your car is made for R134A and you decided to use R12 inside the system. If you choose to use R12 inside the system, then you would not use polyalkylene glycol as the oil for lubrication, because that would be immiscible to materials. And if you're using R124 inside the system, you don't have to use a mineral oil inside the system, because the both are immiscible materials that can actually create a poor lubrication in the compressor and make it to overheat. The seventh cause of compressor overheating is a defective expansion valve. When you have a bad expansion valve on board, it doesn't only create a system underperformance, it also restricts the cold refrigerant that's supposed to be returning back to cool the compressor, and therefore this will often make a hot or warm refrigerant coming back to the compressor, which will lead to building up of heat and compressor overheating and failure. When next you notice that your car has a defective expansion valve, it is imperative to stop using the AC until you resolve the problem. The eighth cause of car AC compressor overheating is system overcharge. The system overcharge is very common in most shops, in most DIYs who don't actually know the right refrigerant capacity for your car. So if you don't understand the refrigerant capacity and you overcharge it, it's going to be a problem. If you undercharge it, it's also still going to be a problem. So understanding the refrigerant capacity as much as the oil specification for your car make and model is imperative before even trying to perform the service yourself. The ninth cause of compressor overheating is a bad radiator fan. The radiator fan priority is not only for the radiator, just like the name implies, but also for the condenser. And that is why you often see that the condenser and the radiator are not separated entirely, but kept almost like a 3mm gap from each other. So if your radiator fan is defective and you have your AC on, it's going to be like a time bomb, because the pressure is going to build up really fast, that not only your compressor is going to overheat, but it can also damage a lot of other components inside the AC system, shredding the seals and damaging the pistons. If your radiator fan is not in a very good healthy state or not functional as you suppose, then do not on your AC system, because you're going to be running into more problems trying to put on your AC system with a bad radiator fan. The third cause of compressor overheating in your car is air in the system or moisture. Moisture often gets into the system when the system is actually leaking, or the system is actually opened and exposed to air. The special oil made up of ester oil as much as polyalkylene glycol, known as PAG oil, is actually hygroscopic oil, which can turn air into moisture, and moisture is not good or doesn't play well in general with your car AC system circuit. So if you discover that your car have moisture in it, you want to pull a vacuum, a long hour vacuum, to actually remove those moisture and also replace the desiccant dryer at the process to avoid compressor catastrophic failure or compressor overheating. Same also when there is too much air inside the system. For most of you who often prefer to gas or to recharge your car AC system through the big cans, most often times when there is a lot of air inside the tank. It also transfers into the system and make more of air to be inside the system than the refrigerant, and this often not only reduces the system performance but also increases the heat, increases the temperature of the compressor as it works, and thus result into compressor overheating and compressor failure. I know that this very top 10 cause of compressor overheating is likely what you might have never watched in any YouTube video or even read in any blog. So do subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and drop your comment if suppose you have any further question which is not clearly addressed in this very video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.